Naisip mo na ba kung ano talaga ang kailangan para maabot ang greatness?
I can just slow down here. I'll do like an extra 2 sets tomorrow. You know, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Right? That sort of stuff. Like, that stuff's dangerous.
Yes. Tanungin mo ang karamihan sa mga successful na tao at sasabihin nilang hard work. Pero seryoso, masyadong gasgas na ang salitang yan ngayon. Gumising ng maaga, mag-grind, repeat. Siyempre. Pero ano ba talaga ang ibig sabihin nito? Ano ba talaga ang itsura ng totoong hard work? At hanggang saan mo ba talaga kailangang i-push ang sarili mo para makarating sa tuktok?
But the important thing to understand is you can't shortchange yourself. Like you're not cheating anybody but yourself.
Hindi pinanganak si Kobe Bryant na pinaka-athletic. Hindi siya ang pinakamabilis. Hindi siya ang pinakamalakas. Pero dahil sa matinding determinasyon at unshakable obsession, hinabol niya ang pangarap niya nang walang tigil hanggang sa mabago niya ang destiny niya.
What I had to do was work on the basics and the fundamentals. While they relied on their athleticism and their natural ability. And because I stick to the fundamentals, it just caught up to them.
Hindi lang siya basta nag-try mag-improve. Kinumit niya ang buong buhay niya para maging the absolute best na pwede siyang maging. And along the way, hindi lang niya na-master ang basketball. Na-transcend niya ito. Ladies and gentlemen, hindi lang ito kwento tungkol sa basketball. This is the blueprint Kobe Bryant left behind.
He had a great quote that said, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." And that's something I always live by.
0 points. Kung may mag-score ng 0 sa isang basketball game, iisipin mong wala siyang kwenta. Pero isipin mo na naglaro ka ng isang buong summer league, game after game, na hindi nakaka-score kahit isang point.
And so I went through a summer of playing basketball in America where I didn't score 1 point. It was one league, I didn't score 1 point.
Hindi ito ang birth ng work ethic ni Kobe. Iba na talaga ang tabas niya. Pero kung may moment man na nagbuhos ng gasolina sa apoy, ito na yun.
What does losing feel like to you?
It's exciting.
Why is it exciting?
Because it means you have different ways to get better. There's certain things that you can figure out.
Pagkatapos nun, Kobe became relentless. Nag-train siya araw-araw dahil alam niyang may mga levels pa siyang hindi naaabot at pinush niya ang sarili niya ng mas matindi para maabot ang mga yun.
At 14.
At 14.
So from 12 to 14, you went from scoring 0 to being the best in the state of all ages.
Yep.
Pero kahit pagkatapos ng lahat ng yan, minaliit pa rin si Kobe ng isang national magazine na parang wala siyang kwenta.
You know, they used to do these rankings. It was Street and Smith basketball rankings. And I was nowhere to be found because I was like 6'4", scrawny, like 160 pounds soaking wet. So I was like 57 on the list.
Narinig mo na ba yung librong The 5 AM Club ni Robin Sharma? Pinag-uusapan doon kung paano nagbibigay ng malaking advantage sa buhay ang paggising ng alas 5 ng umaga. Pero para kay Kobe, common sense na lang yun.
High school, my first class in high school was 7:45. I used to get to the gym around 5 a.m. and I'd play before school.
Nung high school, bago pa man sumikat ang araw, nasa gym na si Kobe. Pinapractice ang left hand niya, inaayos ang footwork, piniperpekto ang mid-range niya, at kung ano pa ang kailangang ayusin sa laro niya.
And then school would start.
Who's playing with you at 5 a.m.?
My coach. So my coach would show up and we'd do all these basketball drills. Right?
So just you and your coach?
Just me and my coach. And sometimes it would just be me and the janitor.
Pagkatapos ng morning workout niya, papasok na siya sa klase, katulad ng ibang estudyante sa Lower Marion. Kapag lunch break, sumisingit pa rin siya para mag-basketball. Pagkatapos ng buong araw sa school, team practice naman. Pero nung umuwi na ang lahat, nagpaiwan si Kobe. More shots, more drills, more fadeaways. Pero hindi rin nagtapos doon ang araw niya. Tuloy lang ito sa panibagong chapter ng pag-grind.
And go home, do my schoolwork, and then watch a bunch of game film and games on TV and study film.
Kung ire-reconstruct ko ang daily routines niya mula sa mga interviews, kwento, at lahat ng na-share niya, siguro ganito ang itsura nun. Ito ang work ethic ni Kobe nung 15, 16, 17 years old pa lang siya. Isang level ng commitment na susukuan ng karamihan sa mga matatanda.
I think at the end he said, I know it's a lot of But if you're not trying to be the best, then what the f are you playing for?
Dahil sa ganitong routine, repeated day after day, week after week, mabilis nakita ang results.
At least on that play. Intercepted by Brown. He's got a leg. Going.
Pagsapit ng senior year, hindi lang basta magaling si Kobe, he was unstoppable. Ang #1 high school player sa buong bansa, isang rising legend na ginawang posible ang imposible, at ang nagdala sa Lower Marion sa unang state title nila sa loob ng mahigit 50 years. Hindi talent ang dahilan nito, hindi swerte, at lalong hindi dahil may super team siya sa likod niya. Dahil ito sa hard work, sa obsession, sa walang tigil na oras na walang ibang gustong magbigay.
I didn't feel good about myself if I wasn't doing everything I could to be the best version of myself.
Pagka-draft sa kanya noong 1996, umabot sa level ang work ethic ni Kobe na konti lang ang makakaintindi. Ang dating focus lang, naging halos psychotic na.
This kid right here, mark my words. Now, and I said this earlier in the season, it's going to be unbelievable. I mean, I'm not saying...
Sa mga panahong yun, hindi na maaga ang alas 5 ng madaling araw. Late na yun.
Right now, imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4, you go 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax, blah, blah, blah. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11, right? You relax, and now all of a sudden you're back at it again, 2 to 4, and now you're back at it again, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4.
Simple lang ang mindset niya. Kung kaya mong magpasok ng 4 na workout sa isang araw, habang ang iba ay 2 o 3 lang ang ginagawa, sa huli hindi na sila makakahabol sa'yo, kahit gaano pa sila ka-talented.
You know, in the NBA, it was actually easier. Because what I found in the NBA is a lot of guys played for financial stability. And when they came to the NBA, they got that financial stability. So therefore, the passion and the work ethic and the obsessiveness was gone. So I'm looking at that, I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be like taking candy from a baby. No wonder Mike wins all these championships. It's like, this is crazy.
At sa bawat laro, mas tumindi ang paniniwalang yun dahil nagulat siya sa na-discover niya. Naging mas madali kaysa sa inasahan niya, hindi lang dahil brutal ang training niya, kundi dahil karamihan sa mga players ay hindi gaanong gustong manalo katulad niya. I train while they sleep, I train while they party, I train while they rest. That was the Mamba mentality. Nung unang pumasok si Kobe sa liga, isa lang siyang 18-year-old na teenager. Nakalaban ang mga may average age na 27, mga grown men na halos isang dekada ang tanda sa kanya. Pero dahil sa obsession niya, sa disiplina niya, at sa kagustuhan niyang dalhin ang training niya sa level na hindi ma-imagine ng iba, tingnan mo ang nangyari. Pagtungtong ng 19, all-star na siya. Sa edad na 20, napasama siya sa All-NBA third team at kinilala na bilang isa sa mga elite ng liga. At sa edad na 21, hindi lang siya isa sa pinakamapanganib na scorers sa laro, isa rin siya sa mga pinakamatinding defenders. At sa parehong taon na yun, naging iba pa siya. A champion. Kung i-detail ko ang average workday niya nung simula ng NBA career niya, siguro ganito yun. Ang dedikasyon na maging the best, hindi minsan, hindi madalas, kundi araw-araw. Yan si Kobe. Kahit na bumigay na ang katawan niya, tuloy pa rin ang will niya.
Get a call from a trainer. He'd broken his wrist playing down at Venice Beach. So he missed training camp. You go over in training camp, you watch him, it's like you almost felt you had to strap him down. He could not sit down.
Yeah.
Walang inuurungan si Kobe pagdating sa pag-maximize ng potential niya. Hindi lang siya basta nagbabanat ng buto, palagi rin siyang humihingi ng wisdom mula sa mga pinakamagagaling sa buong mundo.
He used to call me, text me, 11:30, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Talking about post-up moves, footwork, and sometimes the triangle.
Sa simula ng career niya, nakilala si Kobe bilang isang loner, isang tao na hindi nakikisama sa mga teammates niya. Hindi siya sumasama sa kanila mag-party, uminom ng alak o mag-skip ng extra work para lang mag-bond.
He was the ultimate. He was the ultimate competitive man. Like,
Pero ang totoo, nagiging ultimate professional lang si Kobe. Basketball came first. Everything else came second.
Like, I see a lot of players take vacations with other players that are close friends. And they'll just take vacations just to take vacations, or just hang out just to hang out. Like, I never did that. But it was a
Why not
choice.
though? Why didn't you do that?
Well, because when I retire, I didn't want to have to say, I wish I would have done more. I don't want that.
Lahat naman sinasabing may killer mentality sila. Pero kapag bawat legend ay sumasang-ayon dito, alam mong totoo ito.
that's what made, that greatness. That's where that greatness came from. Because his work ethic.
Second to none.
LeBron, Kyrie, Curry, Giannis, at marami pang iba. Ang daming Tier 1 superstars ang kumuha ng inspirasyon sa work ethic ni Kobe. Pero ito ang mas nakakabaliw. Maraming players ang nagkakaroon ng isang magandang taon. May ilan na nagkakaroon ng solid run sa loob ng ilang standout seasons. Pero si Kobe, All-NBA siya. Isang MVP level force mula edad 20 hanggang 34. That's not just greatness. That's over a decade of domination.
Nobody in its history of coaching had your level of work ethic. I mean, you hear so many guys tell stories about your work ethic.
Nang umalis siya sa laro, hindi tumigil ang pag-grind niya. Sa halip, nag-evolve lang ito. Hindi finish line ang retirement. Isa lang itong next chapter sa walang tigil na paghabol niya sa greatness. Ngayon, ito ang tanong. Pagkatapos ng playing days niya, anong oras sa tingin mo pa rin gumigising si Kobe?
You've got all these other things happening, and yet you're still waking up, or at least you're in the gym at 4 a.m. working out, and you just turned 40, right? Congratulations, by the way. I hope I like to do this.
Sa isang banda, mas nagtrabaho pa ng mas matindi si Kobe sa post-NBA career niya.
When you play, you got to take time off. You got to let your body heal. You got to do certain things. In business and in creativity, there is no off switch day by day because your brain's constantly working.
Niyaya ni Kobe Bryant si Chris Sacca, isang kilalang Silicon Valley investor, na magkita at pag-usapan ng negosyo. Dahil hindi masyadong NBA fan, inakala ni Chris na parang karamihan sa mga atleta, si Kobe, curious lang sa investing pero hindi talaga seryoso. Kaya nung panahong yun, ito ang sinabi niya.
And so I said, look, if you're serious about this, then prove it to me. And so I said, I'm going to send you a bunch of stuff that you should read.
Inatak ni Kobe ang negosyo taglay, ang parehas na walang tigil na obsession na binigay niya sa basketball. At di nagtagal, nakita mismo ni Chris ito.
Sure enough, for the next few months, my phone never stops buzzing in the middle of the night. It is Kobe reading this article, checking out this tweet, following this guy, diving into this TED Talk, diving into the Y Combinator demo day stuff. And I'm getting these texts at like literally 2 or 3 in the morning. And my wife is like, are you having an affair with Kobe Bryant? Like, what is happening?
Ganito kaseryoso si Kobe sa lahat ng bagay na importante para sa kanya. Kahit anong pasukin niya, binibigay niya lahat, 110%. At dahil sa walang tigil na pagpursige na yun, naging higit pa siya sa basketball. Naging iconic ang mga banners, ang mga highlights ay naging sining. Pero ang tunay na legacy niya ay ang blueprint ng greatness na iniwan niya. Kobe Bryant may be gone, pero ang standard na ginawa niya at ang example ng buhay niya ay nandito pa rin. So if you want to chase greatness, don't complain. Don't wait. The path is already in front of you. The only question is, anong oras ka ba gigising? Gaano mo kadalas hahasain ang craft mo? At hanggang kailan mo ito kayang gawin?